Your next stop is to start practicing. Now, there are two kinds of practice that you can do. Is you draw yourself some drawings, you scan it or take a photo with your phone or something, put it in the background and retrace it. That will be very fine. You really first need to learn how design is created by the guys who have been creating it for years and years. So what I suggest is to go and search for coloring for toddlers. I will get a lot of images, and be careful, some of them could be copyrighted, so just keep them for yourself. You can now start downloading the ones that are not complicated, meaning there is not much detail. They are simple. For example, this flower. This flower is very simple. How would you redraw it? You can download several of them, like we said, very simple, okay? No details. For example, I don't know, something like this. It has a lot of details. So reproducing this one, you really have a lot of work to do here. And maybe this is not your inspiration to create this kind of Zuma, chase, and sky. You will want something simple, easy to replicate. Where is the trick? How do you really learn? If you come over, for example, I have some examples here. Now, notice this mouse here. It is easy to redraw, by the way. You have some curvature maybe, some ellipse over here, or some rectangle with rounded, and some circles, and the rest you can figure it out. But this one is a bit more complicated because it has more details. So in the beginning, just for the first 20 of them, for example, don't go for something like this. It's gonna get you like, okay, how do I do these things? You don't want that in the beginning. You want to encourage yourself. So go for something very simple. Like for example here, I decided, okay, to show you how to do the ice creams. It's very simple, right? Let's start with the first one. Of course, I'm gonna take a rectangle and draw my rectangle here. So the trick is not to trace it, not at all. You want to figure out how to do it. This will start, getting you into graphic design, how to create. And that's very important. Knowing the tools is extremely important here. But how to create and using what you learned about the tools is extremely important. So I'm going to give it a stroke here. Now I'm going to go for the direct selection, select the top two and just, curve them as the way I like. That's okay. So it looks okay. It is not exactly the same, but you see, I did not trace it. I'm looking at it and figuring out how to do it. And that's very important. I go back and do a rectangle. I'm going to try to do it as much as possible here. Okay, that's too long. With the selection tool, select both of them and align them. Go to the direct selection. I'm pressing A, the shortcut, and just a bit of rounding. You want to start doing these curves here. You might say directly, I go to the curvature tool. But just a second, guys. Think about it for a minute. Rounded rectangle with the shape builder tool might be easier, or might be nicer to draw, or might be more logical, depending on how you're thinking. So I'm going to go for the rounded rectangle and just draw one over here and another one just over here on top, for example. I'm trying to align them, that the path on top of each other. Another one down, okay. Another one up here, maybe. Yeah, something like this. And another one here and a bit short. So I'm going to put another one just here, down. I will select everything and come over and try to decide, okay, how I'm going to use the shape builder tool. Well, I want this curve. So the top one here, I might remove it. Cool. I press option and click. Bottom one, yes, I can remove it. And this one I can remove it. And this one I can remove it. And over here I can remove it. But now if I come over here, notice what's happening. I have this. I can remove this one. Very nice. This one, can it be removed? Yes. So I have something very funny here. Okay, so actually this is cool. This is not bad at all. Fine. So I did not copy it. I just tried to recreate it. I think you need to fix it from here. But nevertheless, it's your choice. So I'm going to go Command minus. Okay, zoom in. Well, my ice cream is not bad. It has a imperfection over here. I'm going to fix it for you. Notice. I'm going to select it with the white arrow tool. Okay, and obviously I can select this anchor point and delete it. And then even this one, I can delete it. Another one. Okay, that's not cool. Let's select this one and delete it. This one and delete it. And actually, I'm going to select this delete. I'm going to select everything here with the selection tool, except the background, and just stretch it over here. Okay, we have a defect here. You can look in it. And now you notice that, okay, I replicated something, is not exactly the same. What's there maybe has less or more curves, but I'm happy with my work. It is something that you have created looking at a certain design. Notice, for example, if I want to do, of course, the other one is very simple. 3 circles and a rectangle here. Well done. This guy here is just a rectangle and some bars. And remember, you can use draw inside here to complete it. This snail, okay, maybe I trace it. No, don't trace it. Let's go to the rectangle tool and draw something like this. Give it a stroke, 1 to see it well. And then go to the rectangle tool, or the ellipse tool, sorry, and draw the head. Well, it seems okay. Just position it over here. Fine. Now I'm gonna select both of them, go to the shape builder tool. That's why we learned the shape builder tool. Just merge this guy and this guy. It doesn't look good. Fine. Let's select now with the white arrow. Let's select this anchor point here and curve it. This anchor point, and also, no, I don't think I want to curve it. I'm gonna bring this guy here, and this is here. Actually, I'm gonna curve it. Okay, and take this handle and put it here. Well, I'm getting somewhere. This guy, I think I want to delete it. I'm just gonna remove it. Nope, it didn't work. So I'm gonna curve it. Okay, so then bring it over here. Well, I'm getting somewhere, if you notice, with my work. Okay, so it's not perfect, but it's mine. It's good. It's well done. Okay, I like the head like this. I'm gonna go for the ellipse tool and maybe just create an ellipse here and put it over. How this guy did it? Yeah, something like this. What do you say, guys? I'm gonna make it bigger from this side and just hide the corner. Then with the arrow tool, Control C, Control F, make it one smaller. Here you are. Again, Control C, Control F. I'm not thinking about it a lot, but I'm trying to replicate it. Well, I'm cool with it. You know, it's coming up. So actually, I used what I learned. I used a creative design that has been done. And then now I'm coming up with my own snail. And that is very important. Slowly, you will be imagining something or drawing it by hand, you know, just sketching it by hand. And here you are, you can replicate it in vector files. You can replicate it and create a vector that is gonna be awesome for you. So this is the kind of training I advise you to do. And if you want really to progress later on, you can take a training just like this. I love this house. I picked it from one of these site vector. I have an image and I would like to replicate it. Now I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to take a rectangle and draw a simple rectangle. The stroke is fine. I'm going to rotate it at 45 degrees. Not much. Okay. Then bring it over here. Then Control C, Control F. I'm replicating it. I'm going to flip it. Just put them together as much as possible. Okay. Select both of them. Shape Builder tool. I showed you another method last time. Okay. Direct selection. Select this guy and just turn it. Select these two and just make them small. Okay, I should have done. Select all of these 4. Do them at the same time so I have a symmetry. I came out with the ceiling or the roof, whatever you call it. So notice exactly like I used a different method. And I was pretty fast creating it because I have been doing these things. So the training here is very important. Let's go for the clouds. What do I see here? I see a rounded rectangle, in fact, and I see 2 other ellipses. Let me try with the rounded rectangle. So I'm going to do a rounded rectangle, just like this. Round it even more. Okay, yes, not bad. Then go for the ellipse. Okay, by the fact that I'm figuring it out, I'm already doing something quite good. Okay, so this is here. Another ellipse maybe. I press Alt. Well, I need another ellipse here. Very good. Then I'm happy from this corner here, this corner here. I'm going to select all of them. Shape Builder tool. You know how easy it is. We did that in the first section. And here you are. Now you have a very nice cloud. It's not identical. And we have a piece here we need to delete. Another one. Another one. Another one. Now we delete everything, but you get my point. I'm going to go in, select it, and delete. So I have my cloud here. It's not bad. Okay, I was very uncareful with this one, but it looks good. So actually, I copied the design, but I made my own. Now I will have, how do I do the shadow? Well, I can replicate, shape builder tool, and so on. We have done this in the first section of this course. The house itself, it looks very cute. What is making it cute? What's making it nice? The shadows. You notice the shadows? And these light spots. Okay, that's what's making it cute, the shadow here. The roundness is very nice. Colors, well chosen. There are only 3 or 4 colors here, but it is well done. So that's what you want to learn now. Then you move on. You can go up and say, okay, now I'm good. Of course, don't do one design. Try to do 10, 15. And I want to go for these guys. Now, these guys represent a different challenge. And I'm going to use a circle here, whatever. I'm going to draw this guy. And this guy I love very much. So, actually, this is how you train. And after doing, 100 designs like this, you will be becoming a really pro, and you can move on to take my advanced course in Adobe Illustrator CC. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed my course, and I will be very happy to see your work, your assignment, and your creations. Thank you.